I won't pretend I saw it coming. None of us did, but when Krexer chose that Thursday afternoon to single out the new human student, well, let's just say the universe has a sense of humor darker than a collapsed star. My name is Thornick, and I'm what you'd call an average student at the Galactic Combat Academy. Average height for a Celteron. Average grades. Average everything, which means I'm smart enough to keep my head down and my mandibles shut when trouble starts brewing. And trouble was definitely brewing in Training Hall 7 that day. The hall itself was massive, vaulted ceilings high enough to stack 3 cruiser-class ships on top of one another. Reinforced floors that had seen more blood than a military hospital. Weapon racks lining the walls, enough hardware to start a small war or end one. The air always smelled like ozone, sweat, and something else I could never quite name. Fear, maybe, mixed with determination. You get used to it. There were about 40 of us running conditioning drills. Well, most of us. Krexar wasn't. Krexar never did anything the normal way. He stood at the center of the sparring circle, all 7 feet and 4 inches of Vorthian muscle gleaming under the harsh lights. His obsidian-dark scales reflected like polished stone. His chest was broad enough to land a shuttle on, and all 4 of his arms were crossed in a way that promised someone's day was about to get significantly worse. His crest was fully extended, either a mating display or a threat. And nobody was feeling romantic. Krexar had a reputation. 17 students sent to medical bay in 6 months. 0 disciplinary actions. His family's political influence had a way of blinding instructors. Back on Vorthia Prime, he'd been a champion. Apparently, that gave him permission to treat everyone else like training equipment. And then there was Jenna Reeves, human, female, 5'6", laughably small by Academy standards. She weighed maybe 130 soaking wet. Brown hair tied back in a simple tail, no scales, no exoskeleton, no natural armor at all. Just soft pink skin that looked like it would tear if you sneezed too hard. She'd been at the academy for 3 weeks. Quiet, polite, easy to forget, which was exactly why Krexar noticed her. Bullies always do. Hey, human, Krexar's voice rolled across the hall, deep and heavy. I swear the temperature dropped 5 degrees. Everything stopped. You could have heard a feather hit the floor, if anyone there had feathers. I've been watching you, he said. You move like a stick grinder cub. Pathetic. Jenna was at the weight station, setting down a bar that, yes, was lighter than what most of us used. She turned slowly. Her face was blank, not scared, not angry. Just empty. That should have been his first warning. I'm talking to you, Krexar continued, strutting closer. 3 weeks here, and you haven't sparred once. Afraid you'll break? Not interested, Jenna said. Her voice was calm, precise. Earth accent. North American if my linguistics courses meant anything. Krexar laughed, the sound like grinding stone. Not interested? He said. This is the Combat Academy. You fight or you leave. He loomed over her, the size difference almost absurd. I'd rather not, Jenna replied. She even stepped back, hands open, non-threatening. That was when Krexar made his mistake. Circle. Now, he said, pointing at the ring. Unless you want everyone here to know humans are as weak as they look. The crowd gathered fast. Students from 6 species, betting, recording, smiling. Instructor Velthos stood on the observation platform, eyes on his datapad. He hadn't even looked up. Jenna glanced at the circle, then at Krexar, then at the instructor. Fine, she said, and walked forward. That's when I should have known better. Humans had only been part of the academy for 2 years. 2 years was nothing in galactic terms. We'd assumed they were fragile, underdeveloped, soft. We were wrong. The fight itself shattered everything we thought we knew about combat. Jenna didn't fight with elegance, she fought with efficiency. She slipped strikes like water around stone, targeted nerve clusters, used leverage, timing, anatomy. She dismantled Krexar piece by piece, not with rage, but control. When he escalated, she adapted. When he broke rules, she ended the fight. And when he finally crossed the line, when he grabbed a weapon, she put him down. Cleanly, precisely, with restraint. The silence afterward was absolute. Later, we learned the truth. Terran Federation Marines, 8 years, 3 combat deployments, close quarters combat instructor. She hadn't come to the academy to learn how to fight. She came to learn how to command. Krexar survived, barely, suspended, disciplined, changed. The Academy changed too. Humans weren't underestimated anymore. Now, when a human says, "I'd rather not," we listen. Because humanity didn't survive its homeworld by being the strongest. They survived by being relentless. Welcome to the galaxy, humans. We're very glad you're on our side.